Hello everybody and welcome to QUTV Game Day here on the GLVC Sports Network. I am your host Carter Lenzen, and riding shotgun with me today is Lucas Laudentine. Lucas, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to watch some good basketball. How are you doing, Carter?
I'm doing great. We have a great matchup for you today here on the GLVC Sports Network as the Quincy University Hawks take on the Drury Panthers here in Pepsi Arena on a 2-3 GLVC conference matchup. The Hawks come in today with a record of 17-5, winning just on Friday night against the Missouri S&T Miners. But the story of today is Casey Bailey makes a return to Quincy University as the old Hawks head coach is now the head coach of the Drury Panthers. What do you believe about that, Lucas?
I think it's a big storyline. So far since Coach Bailey's been at Drury, she's 3-0 against the Hawks. But I think if you're Quincy, you really got to feel like this is the best shot that you have had to kind of get some revenge for some of the former players that are still here going up against Coach Bailey.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a special game with Coach Boyd taking the Hawks on a reign of terror, winning their last 11 in a row and haven't lost in Pepsi since December 13th against the Grand Valley State Lakers. And the big story is this is also, you get some key players playing up against their old coach with Nicole McDermott, Carson Stratton, and Marion Blass. These players have been absolutely lights out. McDermott did have a high with 28 points against Drury when they played on the 5th, and Blass is averaging 12.3 points per game and the best three-point shooter for the Hawks.
Speaking of three-point shooting, this Drury team is actually, they're top 20 in the country in three-point efficiency. In fact, both of these offenses are actually top 20 in the country in points per game, so this is going to be a high-flying. Both of these teams like to get up and down the court, a lot of shots and a lot of points.
Definitely. There's going to be a lot of shots taken. You can't forget about Chomp Danzo and Taylor Haase down low, being able to pick up those rebounds very quickly and get easy putback points.
Yeah. Not only that, they're also the defensive anchors between Chomp Danzo and Samira Williams, the 4 and 5 for the Hawks. A lot of block shots, and Williams with a lot of steals that can lead to some easy points in transition.
Very true, very true. But you also got to look at that Drury team. They come into this game with a similar record of 15-5. They have a similar GLVC story as the Hawks. They play good basketball, always outscoring their opponents in double digits. And Casey Bailey's doing a great job as her second year as the Panthers head coach.
Yeah, both teams show up here playing really hot, playing really good basketball. This Drury team, I mean, what can you say? They're both playing really well. Both offenses are just humming. Like, this should be a really exciting, high-flying, fireworks everywhere type of matchup.
Oh, yeah. Since their matchup with the Panthers, Quincy went on a little bit of a streak themselves. I'm sorry, the Panthers went on a streak, winning the 10 of their last 13. And some of the Panthers' key players today are going to be Anna Hitt, Ree Gibbons, and Sarah Mendel. For the Panthers, Gibbons averages the most points out of any of the team, which is 14.2, and gets down quick and can shoot the ball.
Yeah, and the one other player that I want to look at for Drury is Micaiah Brooks. She's averaging 10.5 points per game, and she leads the team at 42.5% from 3, which could be a really big, if you can stretch out this Quincy defense and really make it a lot harder for Chomp Danzo to lock down the rim, pull her away from the rim. That changes things a lot for this Quincy defense.
It's going to be a very dangerous game, but you also can't forget about Mendel. She has the ability to get under the basket and get all the boards, as she averages 8.2 boards per game. She'll be able to get those points right back up and into the basket. So, Lucas, what do you think your score prediction is for today?
I think my final score prediction is going to be Hawks win 84-77.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a very close game. The Hawks have been scoring over 80 lately, and they're going to be hot, so I am going to go 87-82 Hawks on top. This has been your coverage of QUTV's Game Day here on the GLVC Sports Network. Stay tuned for women's basketball.